Naughty mess. Cocky fresh. Givenchy dress. Rock necklaces. Yeah. Yeah. Bama.
Just did, but okay. Oh my gosh.
Leave it like this.
Yes. All right. So we are here.
Can you hear me though?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay. We can hear you. Okay, guys. Now, before we get into this, I just have to say that know that we are doing this grassroots from the ground up. And one day we hope to have a talk show setting or studios and, you know, all of these amazing things, but we got to start somewhere. So please do not allow the presentation to make you think that this is not something that you can gain something from. All right. So I just wanted to say that because we have something prepared really good. And as you guys can see, the night before, if you watched Power 4, everything went smoothly. Tonight, it was a whole nother ball game. I guess the ancestor said, no, you guys are not doing this at 9 o'clock tonight. We're going to do this at 10 o'clock. And this is what we're going to do.
It'll be my 9 o'clock.
It'll be your 9 o'clock. Okay. So, so I guess now we can share Facebook links and all that kind of stuff since we got everything together and we are back here. So let's introduce our guest, Quatita. Tell us about what it is you do and how you got into doing those things.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me first. Let me say that. Sorry about all the energy I come with. I tend to sound electricity. But, well, I call myself ancestral interpreter, and I always say that I just simply interpret the information given to me by the ancestors. The world will call me a psychic medium, though. I've been this pretty much all my life, but I really came to the discovery of it when I was around 22, and then again at 33.
Okay. All right. That sounds really good. Okay, so I can relate a lot to your gifts and channels. And I've noticed, and no, just throughout life, Black women and women of color, period, we have this ability. And it's very easy for us to tap into it.
Yes.
All right. But a lot of people are afraid.
Taboo.
Yeah, it's taboo. It's like, oh, you don't talk about that. Like, no, no. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What helped you to embrace this gift?
Honestly, it's so funny you say that because what helped me to embrace it was John Edwards.
Okay.
He's a white man that's a psychic medium.
I remember him.
It let me know that it was all right, that I wasn't crazy, you know. Plus the comeback, like when people come back and validate for me, it lets me like, oh yeah, okay, right. Like, so I'm on the right path. I feel like I now know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So do anyone else in your family have this gift? Like you got a grandmother or an aunt? Is something that's been passed down? Okay.
Generationally, it tends to come from my mom's father's side, okay? But currently, I have a cousin that does what I do as well. She's on Facebook. I brought her out to my event Saturday. Her name is Sydney Capri. She's actually a reader as well. So it's just her and I that do the work currently.
Okay.
My daughter does dream interpretations, though.
She does. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that's really cool. So now a lot of people, like I have experience and work with my gifts and mediumship before, but I chose, like, a lot of people feel like, well, I would say the spiritual industry as far as business is becoming saturated. Everybody's tapping into the gift of like, oh, I have these gifts. So because I have these gifts, I need to be a psychic medium, or I need to be a tarot card reader, or I need to do this. But I've learned that it's easy for us to use these gifts and be creative in how we use them to help better us. We don't always have to use it to show that we have the gift. You sometimes can use it for yourself. So I want to talk about what transitioned you into turning your spiritual gift into your business.
Okay. Let me tell you something. I found that every time I would get a job, something would happen where I was either in a position where I couldn't work, or I was being let go. I was reading everybody in the building, no matter where I worked. And it's like I'm only put there for specific reasons. You know, I may come across someone that's in an abusive relationship. And then once that person where I guess the creator of spirit needs that person to be, something happens and now I'm out of there. So I was like, you know what? My bills still have to be met. And I was having such an issue, you know, taking money for the exchange of delivering messages. And, you know, the ancestors spoke to me and said, listen, you have to be made whole because your bills still have to be taken care of. So don't be afraid to charge for what you do. You're charging for your time, not the message.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. Great. So you said that it started at age 22 and then 33. So is that like a number thing? Because I know it says like an 11-year difference. What happened between 22 and 33 that it was like a gap there?
Yes. At 22, I started noticing like I would go places, I would be on a bus in a grocery store, and I would hear, you know, I need you to say this to this person. I'd be like, oh, no, not going to do it. They're going to think I'm crazy.
Okay.
I'll do it here and there. And I kind of became withdrawn. And my life still progressed. And it would seem like my life was out of control. And I just couldn't get a handle on my stability, you know, physically, my housing and that kind of thing. It just seemed like everything was out of control for a long time. And then I had moved to Compton Groves in Cincinnati. And I was sitting with my daughter at the age of 33. And then I had a vision of a young woman standing with a leotard. And I heard, now Google stripper found dead in North Detroit. And that day, when I Googled it, I picked up my phone to do so, and I heard, excuse me, I wasn't a stripper, I was an exotic dancer. So that kind of made me pause for a second. I went into Google, and I did find the young woman who I saw, but she was from South Detroit, and she was an exotic dancer who was, she's still currently missing, but she's presumed dead. So that all kind of started at 33. It was kind of an in and out process, and from that point on, I just been doing it.
Okay, that's interesting. How I thought of Oya, the goddess Oya, with that story. How sometimes it takes that tornado or that change or something, boom, to put you in alignment. Yes. Which is really, really powerful. All right. All right. So so using this gift, I know a lot of people always have questions of, so how do you connect with spirit? Is spirit, are you talking to a person physically right next to you? You know, are you, like, they can't concept the idea of that spirit connects to us in so many different kind of ways, through our visuals, through just within our thoughts, just different ways spirit connects with us. How does spirit connect with you? How do the ancestors connect with you with your gift?
I'm more what you would call clairaudient.
Okay, so you can hear
very well. And then I'll see like snapshots. and then an overall feeling that I get. And it's just like, oh, okay, then I put it together to create the interpretation of the message. But I had to really hone in on some of the way they send their messages, because they can only do it how they can do it, you know. So, but I hear very well. And when I say I see them, it's more like a projected snapshot of a photo or a picture, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel them in the area of where their energy is. So I'm always turned like I'm looking at someone, but really I'm connecting with the energy that's close to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, so when people say you get snapshots, when you see, you're seeing within like your imagination eye, not the physical eyes.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
And so what about, because I always get a lot of people, because I love like the occult science. I got Ouija boards and all kinds of stuff. People don't ever think like you just taking it too far. Like Chanel don't even want to play the Ouija board. So people
Ouija
have
a first experience with it. Actually.
Right.
I was about 9 years old.
Wow. And so a lot of people think that when you talk about spiritual world, tapping into our ancestral spiritual beings, they have this fear that something's just going to pop up and grab them out of nowhere. Like, it's not like that, right? That's all Hollywood.
Very Hollywood.
Yeah. And, I think it's messed up because, a lot of people love horror films and scary movies. And that I feel like that suppresses us from really exploring our gifts.
It does. It does. It makes it so taboo that people don't want to get to know what it's very, I'm gonna just say it again. It's very taboo, but when they put movies out like Insidious, that kind of thing, it gives us a bad name and stigma. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I've been called a demon, the devil.
Right.
Like, I'm really ostracized, but I gotta keep going, girl. They can't stop me.
Right. They can't. Because I say very well the ancestors are guiding you right now in what you're doing, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's really good. So turning your gift on and off. Okay. You said when you started the gift, well, I guess when you were 33, they will come to you and they'll tell you.
Yes.
How is it a constant 24/7? Spirits are always coming to you, like I would say, like some movies, how they do it, like they just coming to you trying to find help, or can you turn it on? Can you tap in? Like, how does that process work?
Sometimes, I try to. I guess in a sense, I keep it turned off, but until I actually activate to work. But if it's very important for them, they don't care what I'm doing. I can be in the middle of dinner out at Chili's, and it's like. Right. And I'd be like, oh Lord, okay. But I've had some souls come to me. There was a little white girl came to me. She died of cancer and asked me to find her mom, Julia. And I had to go on Facebook, and she told me to search. And when I searched Team Julia, sure enough, she came up. I found her, contacted her mom. She said, "You're not the first person that she's done this with." It was really, really good. I kind of like sometimes when they do that, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really powerful.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
That's really good. Did you have a question, Chanel?
I wanted her to explain a little bit about energy, because in the law of attraction and manifestation, like, being in this business, you understand energy, and everyone really wants to connect to something else, something a higher power, our ancestors. Explain to people how important it really is and how powerful their thoughts are.
Oh yeah, you said a lot. Yes, ma'am, you sure said that right. Our energy that we work with, it manifests through thoughts. You said that correctly. I'm still working in trying to find that balance in that. Okay. Because whatever you think, you tend to manifest, and we don't understand it. And so a lot of times when I do my readings or my sessions with people, even on my live, you'll hear me say to them, the ancestors want you to watch the way you're thinking or change your perception of your thought process, because you're manifesting these things, bringing it into your life. You know what I mean? So energy works just like that. Anything that you can visualize and actually feel, you will manifest and bring into existence. I have manifested money. I've manifested furniture. I've manifested my apartment. I can't manifest love yet. I'm working on it. $100,000, I'm working on it. But we manifest by the pull of energy, and we're connected with our energy. That's what your soul is. It's energy.
Very good. That was a good explanation, because people, so, scared of that, and they want to be, skeptical about it. And, I feel like with having you on, you definitely can, bring that together. Like, no, this is all real. Like, it all goes all together.
I have so many people say, I don't know if I want you to do your session here, because I don't know if I want you to bring them spirits in my house. And it's like, they're not with me, they with you.
Right. They already there.
Energy, I tap into that. Like, they're not with me. Yes.
That's really powerful. Okay, so have you ever tried to channel celebrities?
Not intentionally, I have not.
Have they ever came to you?
Yes, I had Richard Pryor come to me in a dream before. He showed me, quote unquote, the underworld. And he was surrounded with children, and I was so starstruck. I just kept trying to tell him I love JoJo Dancer. He was trying to deliver a message, and I think I missed the message. Being kind of struck, like, oh my God, this is Richard Pryor, but other than that, not really channeling for people. Have I had that opportunity yet? I'm excited to do it though.
Have you ever tried to, because I remember, I feel that Michael Jackson's energy visited me one night. Like, I felt that, like, it was just so crazy. Bob Marley as well.
I've connected with Kanika Jenkins.
Oh, wow. Okay. How was that?
Found in the freezer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's interesting. Did you ever try to go to the authorities about it, or her family?
No. I sometimes I go to the families. Out to I don't know if y'all heard the one case where the young man, his head was found on someone's porch. This was toward the south. This was a few months ago. I reached out to his family, and I spoke with them. I stopped contacting the authorities after the Brittany Drexel case. When I reached out to her father, they sent they had the police call me. And they basically said that they thought I got all my information from the tabloids. So they were like, they didn't take me seriously. So I didn't reach back out. Haven't done it again.
That's powerful. And that's, you got to do what you can. And a lot of times they will turn it back because they don't believe in the gift, or say, she just talking, another crazy woman reading tabloids. Things of that nature. Okay. So I would say, so online you do soul sessions.
Yes.
Radio. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, my soul sessions, I used to call them readings, but then the ancestors told me that I work with the soul, so call them soul sessions. So that's what I do. Really, it's just I try to connect people with their loved ones who cross back over into the spirit. And so that's what I do. And sometimes people just want a regular general, can you tell me about my love life, that kind of thing. But I go online and I do it by my radio. And when I do it off the radio station, Ear Candy Radio, I was blessed with a little show on there.
Awesome.
I do it then, but I also live stream from Facebook. So I do my Facebook show as well, and I call it Soul Sessions Live. And sometimes I go from different cities or different homes, and I broadcast from different places, connecting people.
Okay, so people don't need to be with you.
No.
To tap in.
No, I do them, and I have clients in the UK. I didn't read for people in Africa, Ireland, Australia, Canada. I've read for a lot of people. I started off in different Facebook groups, just practicing. And you'd be amazed, like the stuff that you come across. And I started like, oh, where you at? And even on my Facebook show, like people like, I'm from Maryland. You know, it's like, it's really a trip. It's really a trip. I have people from India. I'm trying to go global.
Okay. Well, that's powerful because it kind of reminds me of the movie X-Men, although Professor X did not connect with the, the ancestors. He connected with all the mutants through Cerebro. So when you think of the psychic gifts and how you tap in, you're tapping into this thing. So you could be channeling up somebody's ancestors from Australia and you right here and, you in Nashville, Tennessee. And you just tap in.
Girl, in the spirit world, they call me Professor X.
Wow, okay.
I tell people that, and I not in a braggadocious way, but I tell people that, they call me Professor X. I can reach a soul anywhere.
Right.
I feel like I be in cerebral sometimes.
That's crazy. Why would I even think of that? Because while you were talking, that's what came to me. I kept thinking about X-Men.
I had a dream once that I was fighting with the Storm character. She was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then I, in my research, trying to figure out why does this keep happening? Why do I keep hearing it? I discovered that the X-Men characters are based off of the Orisha.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'm on the right track.
Right. Exactly. Okay. See, that's spirit working through me right now. Just walking around. I'm doing the most. All right. All right. So do you feel anything on this live with me or Chanel? Just tapping in, or you ain't tapped in? Ain't nobody reaching out trying to get our attention.
But I can. I wasn't, but I definitely can.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's actually for you. So when I connect, I tend to hear names, so it's either the name or the initial to the name that they're trying to get me to. I want to acknowledge an N name like Nick for you, Azizah, okay? But I want to go to your father's side, okay? So I don't know if you have a grandfather that's in spirit. I also have somebody that keeps saluting me, okay, like military. So I need to connect with that as well.
My grandfather.
Is it?
Yeah.
This won't be your stop. Your publication will become well known worldwide. You're not supposed to stop. This is not the only thing you'll do either.
That's awesome.
It says you built yourself from the ground up. There was some hardship that you had to go through, but he keeps taking you and pulling your boots up. So that's a symbol for me that you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps and you kept going. He said even if you had to put your baby on your back, you was going to keep going. You wasn't going to stop.
That's good. That's true. That is so true.
Wow.
You're also either supposed to or you're lining yourself up for speaking engagements. Okay. I feel like you're supposed to show the upcoming students exactly how you do it and how you came across this. Okay, thank you. He keeps saying trial and error, and you're kind of figuring it out as you go along. Is something going on with one of the babies? Because he keeps saying the baby is going to be fine.
I would say my youngest son, I'm probably having issues with his father and thinking about just how that situation is going to be. Like, I feel like I need to just not worry or pressure his father or making his father stay in his life. And I should just, I don't know, it's weird. But
is that the same baby? Does he have something like with the feet? Does his feet turn in, or is it something with the legs? Is he bow-legged or something?
His eyes.
His eyes.
Yep.
His
His eyes.
Okay.
That's interesting because the last psychic medium reading I had, they said, watch my baby's feet.
That's what I keep saying, like they either turned in or they were bow-legged or something. But
or Zion, I did have my twin boys were very, very boat-legged, and everybody thought they would need surgery, but their legs straightened out.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Continue to line yourself up. But I want to understand something. Miss Chanel, is your grandmother or your mom in spirit?
Yes, both. All three of them. I got both my grandmothers. My mother's side, my father's side, and my mother.
Are you the big cooker? Because they keep like bringing me to a lot of spread of food.
Yeah. I'm the one. Yeah. My aunt is coming for Thanksgiving this year. This is her first time coming to visit me. So we're having like a big thing.
Is someone making someone special banana pudding, or what is that? Because I feel like I need to acknowledge like something special, the signature for somebody, like a banana pudding, but nobody wants to eat it from anybody else except for that person.
I don't know. It might be my aunt. She makes sweet potato pies, but I don't know. I don't know about banana pudding.
Oh, Janelle, that's me. I got that.
You, the banana pudding. We talked about that earlier.
Dad wanted me to make banana pudding. That's the only thing he wants me to make. He don't want me to make anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's crazy because I'm going to Chanel's house after my dad's house on Thanksgiving. And that's what we were talking about. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. So Chanel, they talking to me about the heartache that you suffered after one of the passing. It felt like it took you a while to come back to grips or to snap back from one of the passings. Did somebody have cancer or a tumor or something?
My mom.
Okay. Is this the passing that was very difficult for you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
For some reason, I'm going to just go ahead and give you what she's telling me to say to you. Okay. She keeps saying, I found love when I had you. You were like one of the best things that happened to me in my life. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. She keeps saying up and down, up and down. So I don't know if she had hard times and good times, hard times and good times, but she keeps saying up and down, up and down. And do you also have a brother, Miss Chanel?
Yeah, I have a brother, but he's from my dad, like, my dad's marriage.
Okay, understood.
She has a sister, though, by her mom.
Yeah.
Well, is there a P name, or do we call somebody Peanut? Or I need to acknowledge like a nickname, like Peanut or a P name.
Only my nephew, but his nickname is Dallas. But I can't.
Did he used to have the little braids or the little ponytails or something?
Oh wow. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Let her be your strength. Okay. And then also keep needing to acknowledge the marriage or the wedding. So did you get married, or are you getting married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Okay. So she tells me to acknowledge it. And so I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge that for you.
That's what's up.
Is there some reason, Miss Chanel, that you would be flying out, or are you taking a trip, or do you want to, like, is that what you do in business? Do you go from different places?
Wow. This is incredible. Okay. Since I'm not from Cincinnati, I'm from New York. So I always have to travel to see my family everywhere. Yeah, I'm always traveling. Yes.
Okay. I feel like you're going to do more of it, and especially with the building of everything that you're trying to do. They keep bringing me to the Brains and Beauty Academy. Like, I feel like this is going to expand, and you ladies will come together with a whole bunch of different things, putting it together. I feel like I also see outside seminars and not just webinars. Like, this is going to grow. And more people will join on with you ladies. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of funding that will help with the process of this. Like, don't stop. I feel like 2020 is going to be the year for this brand, for this whole thing that you have going on. It's going to work out, so don't stop.
Mm.
But I want to understand, because I don't know which one of you ladies that I'm talking to. Was someone either unresponsive or in a coma?
My grandfather, when he died, when you said somebody saluted you, I thought that was him because he was in the military.
Okay. Okay. They just want you to know, Azizah, that all of your fight and hardship is not for no reason. It's all gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. You're gonna you don't even know where you're getting ready to go. Where you think you're gonna surpass that. You have no idea what they have in store for you. What they keep showing me is you with your babies with tears. So it's almost like this is your blood, sweat, and tears, and they're going to reward you for it. Don't give up. It's all right. Keep going. Just keep going. You say you fight the good fight, and it's cool.
That sounds exactly like what he says.
That is so amazing.
Gosh, I'm glad the camera's not on me because I'm crying right now. Okay, girl, we can't take no more. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Well, yeah, you are very, very gifted. I have been read by a lot of people. And no one has come as close as accurate. Well, you know, I have some good things, but you, like, yes. Wow, that was amazing, and I was not even expecting
me either.
You to do that.
I love to do it, man. I love to do it.
Wow, you are so gifted, and that's powerful. And I'm, you know what? I am so glad that you are stepping out and being brave, and standing up and saying that, you know, not being afraid of this, making it, because it's moving to a mainstream situation.
Yes,
the spiritual industry, and so.
Talk show. I want a panel show with at least 4 or 5 women where we can talk about real topics while we're on. That's what I want.
And I foresee that happening. Yes, and it's definitely going to happen. Hopefully, I know the things that I plan within my mind I don't really share, but I can definitely see that happening for you, and hopefully the Natural Woman Network will be able to maybe hear it.
Yeah,
shows that we
be a part of it.
Right. All right. So let's talk about some of the things that you have coming up, because I know you travel a lot. You have a lot of different packages, a lot of different type of ways that you can help other people with your gifts. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm trying to get into public speaking far beyond just doing soul sessions and readings. I'm trying to do some speaking engagement of positive words and that kind of thing. So right now I'll be in Trenton, Tennessee, November 17th. I'll be in Indianapolis, Indiana, December 1st. And I'm still trying to book at least 2 or 3 more cities before the beginning of the year comes. Again, I'm working towards getting my a show, going outside of my radio show. So I still be on every Sunday on Ear Candy Radio doing my Soul Sessions live, and pretty much that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a tour. I am also working on doing what I'm calling speed reading. Will be set up like speed dating.
Okay. And
I'm trying to get the other psychics aboard. Jazz the Medium is aboard right now. Graham Bois, and Myshira Taylor and Azure Daniels. So right now.
All right. So, okay, this is awesome. Tell us how we can support you, because I know and outside of just doing readings, like, do you have cash apps? Do you have PayPal? How do you take donations? How can people sponsor you, support you, bring you out to events? Give us that information on how we can do that.
Absolutely. I accept Cash App, which is my phone number, 513-328-0061. Also, my PayPal I have, that's under my name, or Marion Dean 34 at Gmail. Also, I take Zelle and Apple Pay, but I do have a sponsor for looking for sponsors for the Ear Candy radio show that I do, Soul Sessions Live. We have some great packages for 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days to get people exposure for their events, for their businesses, get their songs played on the radio. And we have 10 shows on Ear Candy, and your commercial will run through each show. They'll give you a write-up, a publication, you know what I mean, a shout-out. You can do interviews. Like, it's great exposure for a minimum amount of money that I feel like you can't get anywhere. So I've sent out a few places. So if anybody's looking for any advertising or marketing, please reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook as well.
Okay. Well, definitely we got to talk about how you can start advertising and marketing, and we can cross promote for you on the Natural Woman brand. Because as you can see, I know everybody tuning in and that's watching this video, the sister is the truth. If I tell you, like right now, because I have her screen sharing, so you can see my face, but in a little window at the bottom, I have been tearing up. Like, I felt the spirit within me surround me. And I know, like, she hit some stuff on with Chanel. Like,
man,
this is the real deal. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Right. And look at her as an example as to, we have these gifts. It's okay to embrace them. And once you embrace them, they will take you far.
Yes.
They will take you far.
Walk in what you're supposed to do. Walk in what you're supposed to do, and doors to start to open up for you.
Right. And then just as we end things, I just want to talk, and this is on my heart. And it's funny, before we started this live, Spirit was telling me to pray first. And I didn't. I kept saying we need to pray, but I didn't. And then we just had all this technical difficulty.
I prayed at the end of the stage. I said, let me pray real quick.
So tell us and tell the platform how important it is for people, especially African Americans or people of the African diaspora, to reconnect with our ancestors.
Oh my gosh, it's so important. I'm a firm believer that we have been, our spirituality was stolen from us and it was replaced. And so I find that it is so important to reconnect with the ancestors on such a spiritual level, because if you knew better, you would do better. And if you know you got help in people to call on, you'll call on them and receive the additional help. You're not walking by yourself. Prayer is great. But for me, prayer is simply speaking to the ancestors and speaking into the universe, into spirit, to bring things into fruition. So I think it's so important that we reconnect within our higher selves and with the ancestors. And doing that, that's how you're going to begin to manifest some things in your life. So please look into spirituality, look into your higher self and the ancestors, and research some things.
Powerful, powerful. Yes, because it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's been time, y'all. It's been time. Y'all see what's happening if you don't take control and start, walking your path and creating your best life. You got to start creating something new. Change is not going to happen unless we change ourselves.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. 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 Chanel, did you have anything else?
Nope. This is the first time I'm ending shutting up. I'm like, oh man, I'm so humbled. You have no idea what questions you answered just tonight. I was talking about my mom tonight, and I was saying that I felt that I wasn't a priority. And for you, so for her to tell me that she loves me and I'm the best thing that ever happened to her, really, that she just talked to me tonight and said, I'm still processing that.
I appreciate it. I'm glad you were able to receive that, Queen.
That's really, really cool. That is super cool. So
a blessing. I really thank you, Azizah, for the platform, for just even acknowledging what I do. I'm humbled, honestly, by it. Thank you so much.
Wow. Well, thank you. Like I said, I'm led by my higher self, spirit, my ancestors, and they tell me what I need to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, for real, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. And you know what's funny is because I've noticed, just with the whole, you may have heard of the whole scenario that a lot of women today operate like men. So they're like women, but have the mentality and the drive and ambitions like men, not even connected to how it could be as a woman. And so I remember when I first started the magazine, I interviewed this lady. She was a Caucasian woman, but she was really, really spiritual. She had an aromatherapy business where it was an intuitive aromatherapy business. So she would do a reading on you and then create an oil for you based off that reading. And I just thought it was so cool. And she had her and her husband shared an office. Her husband was an architect. And me and her were talking. And one thing, I love this white lady because she said, yo, I love Black women. She said, you guys are so deeply connected. Like, she made reference to that and saying, the difference between Caucasians and Black people when it comes to this, how she has to work really, really hard to be tapped in when it's just so easy for us. And that when she said that helped me think like, oh gosh, we really don't utilize this gift. But what was interesting, and to get to my point, was her and her husband shared this business office. Her husband did business with the business plan and marketing projections and all the stuff that you're supposed to have. And she just ran her business off her intuition. And her husband just couldn't understand, how is your business even surviving? Or how are you doing what you're doing? Because you're not doing anything like that. And I just thought that was so interesting because as women, a lot of times we are guided by our intuition, our feelings, our hunches. We don't, even though planning is good and we should, we got to give room to how our manifestation power works. And, like you said, we can manifest anything. I done manifested apartments before, cars. They was lemons, but I manifested. Manifested cable bills. It's just getting better and better and better and better and better at it. So, I just really enjoyed this whole topic. I love that we just allow things to just flow organically. I hear my baby waking up now. But I just really enjoyed this, and I hope a lot of people, when you go back and watch this, you get out of you just really get the idea that it's okay to utilize your spiritual gifts to better enhance.
We all have them.
We all have them, and it's okay to use them. Don't feel bad for using them, and don't feel bad if you have to use them to create a stream of income for yourself.
Yes,
because you have a right to do whatever you need to do.
That's right.
Pretty much.
People need you. Go on and do it. Serve the people. but it's all right to be able to pay your bills too. So
yeah.
That is awesome. All right, so we are going to sign off. We thank you guys for tuning in. We are so sorry it's late for everybody that was tuning in live. We have had a few people go in and out. I've been watching the viewership, but we will have a new upload of this tomorrow. And we just thank you so much, Queen, for just sharing your gift, sharing your light. Yeah, and you know, I just can't wait to see you in the places where you're gonna be. Like I just love. I can't. I mean, I don't even have words to express anymore because this has been great. I'm glad we did it, even though it took us an hour to get it together.
Yes, that's my energy. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. All right. So, Chanel, do you have any closing words? I know I've been running my mouth.
I just want to, thank you again, Quatita, for, joining us tonight with the Power of Four, and also giving out the information that you've given out to the people. And I just really hope that they took in and absorb what you were saying, and really want to learn how to tap into that energy that what we have within that power that we have within ourselves. So I thank you tonight for sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me, Miss Chanel. I'm excited to see what you have in store and what you do.
Thank you.
That is awesome. All right. So thank you all for tuning in for day 2 of the Power of Four. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I hope you enjoyed our guests. I hope you got something from this whole session, as well as please support this sister. We all need some guidance and direction. And I can tell you right now, you will not be unsatisfied with what she does. All right. So until next time, family. Peace.
Peace.